Good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining this publication of results of LatinNCAP. This is phase 6 of results, and this is the 6th publication and last one under the phase 6 of LatinNCAP and the actual protocols. This is the last presentation of 2015. We are going to begin now with the results for this publication. At first, the models we tested in this 6th publication of phase 6, the VW Fox 2 airbags made in Brazil, the Nissan March 2 airbags made in Brazil, the Nissan Versa 2 airbags made in Brazil, Hyundai Creta 2 airbags made in India, Toyota RAV4 3 airbag standards made in Japan, Mitsubishi Montero Sport 3 airbags made in Thailand, and Toyota Hilux 3 airbags made in Argentina. These are the 7 models that we have tested in this last publication of phase 6, last publication of 2015. This is the summary of the cars and the production country, or where the cars are produced. And we're going to start with the results. The first result is the VW Fox 2 airbags. It's 4 stars in adults and 2 stars for child occupant protection. As you can see in the images, the structure of the car was considered stable. The airbags offered good protection for the heads and adequate to marginal protection to the chests. This car was produced also in Brazil for the European market. The car for Europe had ISOFIX side airbags and also ESC. The Latin American version, the one we tested and we are showing now, do not have ISOFIX, no side airbags, and no ESC as well in the basic version. As you can see, the dynamics of the car in the child occupants could not prevent the forward movement of the Q3 head, and this was the cause of the result. The Nissan March, 4 stars for adults, 1 stars for the child occupant protection. Once again, we see the vehicle being tested in LatinNCAP. In this case, the manufacturer improved the structure of the car, and the car structure was rated as stable. This car is improved also with pretensioners and airbags in all the versions. And the explanation or the reason for the low score in the child occupant protection is because the lack of 3-point belts in all sitting positions, ISOFIX anchorages as well. In this case, we see a clear reaction from Nissan into improving this model, also taking into consideration the TIDA tested earlier. Nissan Versa, 2 airbags, 4 stars for adults, 2 stars for the child occupant protection. This car shares platform with the Nissan March, and we can see here the good performance of the structure. It's a structure that is considered stable. The vehicle also showed good protection in the heads and also in adequate protection for the chests. The child occupants also were well protected. However, the lack of ISOFIX and 3-point belts in all sitting positions explains the low rating as well as the dynamics. We now go for the Hyundai Creta 2 airbags, 4 stars for adults, 3 stars for child occupant protection. The car has a stable structure, as you can see clearly on the video. The vehicle offers double airbags standard, and added to the seatbelt performance, this car offered adequate protection to the chest, good protection to both heads of the frontal passengers. The car has ISOFIX as standard, and the child seats were installed using those ISOFIX anchorages, and the results of the dynamics in general were good. However, the car didn't have 3-point belts in the center rear position. This explains the loss of points, also with the difficulties in the installation of child seats. Toyota RAV4, 3 airbags, 5 stars for adults, 4 stars for child occupant protection. This car, as you can see, offers a very good structure, a stable structure in the test. It offers good protection for the head and also adequate to good protection to the chests. This car has ISOFIX and 3-point belts in all sitting positions, and the child seats were the anchorages using the ISOFIX anchorages. The Q3 dummy was placed rearward facing, which is expected to behave better than in the frontal or the forward facing position. And the child seats used were child seats developed under the I-size concept, and this definitely shows the good results in the dynamics of the car. The car didn't have this connection for the passenger airbag, and this is another reason why it lost some points when it comes to the equipment related to the child safety. As you can see, the car was also tested in the side impact for the 5 stars. The car met the regulation 95 requirements, and this means that added to the ABS in 4 channels and seatbelt reminders for the double or 2 front occupants, the car is capable of achieving the 5 stars for adults, 4 stars for child. Mitsubishi Montero Sport, 3 airbags, 5 stars for adults, 3 stars for the child occupant protection. We can see in the video stable structure during the test, which is desirable, and it's also very good. The airbags working together with the seat belts and protecting the passengers properly. Also, chest and heads received good protection in this car. This car has ISOFIX in the second row, ISOFIX anchorages that were present in the car, however not used for the test itself. The performance and protection and dynamics of the child occupants is acceptable to good. Unfortunately, the dummy of the Q3 forward facing contacted the backrest of the driver, and this of course made a loss of points. Also, the seat of the Q3 moved forward and latched during the test, which is not desirable. However, it didn't lose points on that. Side impact for the Montero Sport is good and pass the regulation 95, United Nations regulation 95 side impact test. And of course, this added to the ABS standard in 4 channels and seatbelt reminders in the double frontal position gives the 5 stars. Toyota Hilux Argentinian version, 5 stars adult and 5 stars for child occupant protection. The car offered good protection in the head and chests for both frontal passengers, also adequate protection for the driver. The child dummies were installed using the ISOFIX anchorages. The vehicle offers 3-point belts in all sitting positions, and it used child seats, new generation of child seats called I-size, like the RAV4, and could place the Q3 dummy in a rearward facing position, which is a much safer position than forward facing. This new technology of seats also allows better installation, and this is the reason why with these new child seats this car managed to achieve the 5 stars in child occupant protection as well. This is the summary of results of phase 6, the VW Fox, 2 airbags, 4 stars adult, 2 stars in child occupant protection. The Nissan March improved the structure since the March we tested in 2011 is 4 stars adults, 1 stars child occupant protection. The Nissan Versa, which is a shared platform with the Nissan March, 4 stars in adults, 2 stars in the child occupant protection. Hyundai Creta, 2 airbags, 4 stars in adults, 3 stars in child occupant protection. LatinNCAP was surprised to see a new platform like the Creta being or having removed some very simple equipment which is very important for safety, like ABS, ESC, side airbags and seatbelt reminders, for example, that it's offered in this vehicle as a standard in other markets. Having been surprised with that, this is reflected of course in the test result of the Creta. Toyota RAV4, 3 airbags, 5 stars adults, 4 stars child occupant protection. This vehicle used a new generation of child seats called iSize and showed a very good performance in the crash for the child occupant protection. However, the lack of marking and the lack of capacity of disconnecting the passenger airbag explained the reduction in points for the child occupant protection. The Mitsubishi Montero Sport, 3 airbags, standard, and 5 stars for adults, 3 stars for child occupant protection. Even the car offers ISOFIX. They were not used during the test. The head of the dummy Q3 of the 3-year-old contacted the backrest of the driver's seat, and this of course explains important loss of points. Added to that, the seat backrest of the side of the dummy of the 3-year-old also unlatched during the test, which is not desirable. Last but not least is the Toyota Hilux, made in Argentina. LatinNCAP tested this version, the version of the Thailand production, which is sourcing part of Latin American market, and testing the Hilux from Argentina was something that LatinNCAP announced some months ago in order to audit and show to the consumers that the local produced Hilux is also offering a very good safety levels. And in fact, it matched the 5 stars for adults and also managed to get 5 stars in child occupant protection. The only difference between this Hilux and the Thailand Hilux in the child safety, and the reason why it got an extra star, is that there were other child seats used, a better generation of child seats, which were not available by Toyota dealers when we tested the Thailand version. As explained in the RAV4, this is a new generation of child seats that's it's clearly showing the benefits in child occupant protection. This is the last presentation, or this was the last publication of results of LatinNCAP Phase 6. We thank you very much for joining along 2015, and we would like to announce already that 2016 is going to begin with new publications under new protocols, much harder for the cars, and also increasing the levels of safety required. So far in 2015, LatinNCAP have published 23 results, and of course we managed to reach more than 60 models tested over these 5 years. It is also important to acknowledge our main funders: Global NCAP, Bloomberg Philanthropies, the IDB, FI Foundation and ICRT. To you all, thank you very much. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, see you in 2016.